Hey everybody, Jeremiah here. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We are going to take a minute to talk about me, I guess. Not my favorite thing to do, but I think it's important that you understand my history, and so that maybe you can put these videos into context a little bit better. My name's Jeremiah Johnson. I've been a musician since I was a teenager, playing in bands and whatnot. I've been recording music since 2004. I've been producing music since then. I've produced pretty much every genre, hip-hop, horrorcore, punk, acoustic, metal, rock. I've done some reggae recently. So I like to think that I'm rather well-rounded as a producer and audio engineer. In 2004, I started my first production company, and we had a few different artists that I would work with. I was the head engineer and worked with everybody. We did that from 2004 to about 2008, roughly. Some of these people I still work with to this day. Some people have moved on to different types of careers, so that all kind of has changed and evolved, as those things always do. I have produced records on as little as Adobe Audition 3.1 and a powered Behringer mixer and a condenser microphone, all the way up to full-fledged studio mixes with. I've been fortunate enough to be able to work in a few actual recording studios on some people's sessions, so I have experience kind of doing it all, from the bare bones all the way up to larger productions. I've been playing guitar now, I think over 20 years. I'm not very good for that amount of time, but I think playing an instrument is more about having fun and expressing yourself through that instrument than necessarily becoming a master. But that just depends on your perspective, I guess. So, I mean, I've been producing records for a while now, well over 15 years. And that means hundreds of tracks I've created. And I've done stuff from mixing other people's projects to doing everything from the ground up all the way to mastering, in the box mastering. So I have a good amount of experience there, but I also have a lot of experience playing in bands. I've had a lot of bands over the years, some of them that you may have probably not have heard of. Never Paradox, Flatulent Rat, Southern Zombie Crisis. More recently, you could see my band Caustic Cell and my previous band Ocean Carver. So I have a lot of experience in metal, and metal is kind of my safe zone or my home plate, so to speak, but I love all types of music and I like to work with all types of music. This channel is primarily created for me to document my process and share it with everybody. I want to show people what I do and how I do it, and hopefully create a dialogue between me and you, so that we can learn from each other, because I don't know everything. Admittedly, I am not a working professional. I have a day job. Recording music and playing music is something I do on the side. It's a hobby, I guess, if you want to call it that. I think you're supposed to spend less on hobbies, but let's not talk about that. Content you can expect to see on my channel is going to be primarily focused around guitars and guitar equipment, but it will also have videos on recording techniques, DIY projects. Maybe I'll review some music or give my thoughts on some music. Currently, I'm doing all of this practically from my iPhone with a little help from my iPad. I shoot everything and edit everything on this device right now, simply for an easy workflow. So there are certain things that I probably could do better if I included my desktop computer, but that also requires an extra steps in moving the files and processing the files and removing them back to my mobile devices. For me, I want to keep the workflow simple so that I can produce content consistently. So that's kind of the idea there. But I do plan on upping the quality as soon as I can. As soon as I can figure out how to do that efficiently, at a cost that isn't an arm and a leg, and two, just the time that it takes me to acquire that equipment and learn how to effectively use it. So really all I'm trying to get across is that I'm no different than most of the people that are watching these videos. I'm just a guy who loves music, loves gear, and loves talking about it. And I'm hoping to connect with people like that so that we can share our love for this stuff and share our art that we create with it. And it's not really necessarily meant to become a public figure as much as just to share what I love doing with you guys. That's really my goal, is to provide some content that hopefully you guys enjoy. And if there's anything you'd like to see on this channel, tutorials, reviews, demos, Q&As, whatever it is, leave me a comment and let me know what you'd like to see, and I'll do my best to make that happen for you guys. So I have done pretty much all kinds of different types of production, whether that's audio, I've done video production, I've shot music videos, I've edited music videos, I've released music videos, particularly for hip-hop artists, but I have done some stuff for my band Caustic Cell. So if you want to see an example of that, go on YouTube, type in Caustic Cell Burning the Titans. You should be able to find that video. As far as the type of equipment we're going to cover, I'm going to cover just whatever I can get my hands on, whether it's big brand stuff, little builders. Obviously, I'm going to be showcasing my own builds now that I am building my own guitar pedals. And I will try not to make that the bulk of the content on the channel, but I will be pumping out the pedals. And as I do that, I feel like I need to demo them. So bear with me there, but I will be demoing plenty of other people's gear, amps, guitars, pedals, the whole thing, the whole enchilada. I appreciate all the support. I have seen plenty of growth with my channel, both my YouTube and my Instagram, so I want to say thank you very much for subscribing and following, and hopefully I will produce content that is of value. You can also expect to see some original music releases on this channel. Those will be tracks produced either by myself and Caustic Cell or with my solo project, Prognostic. You will see those songs popping up pretty soon as we are gearing up for our next round of production there. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, but if not, I understand. Leave me some comments, down in the comments, and let me know what you think of the music, okay? Check out any of my previous YouTube channels. You can actually see in my suggested channels, those are pretty much all my old archives. So if you want to see that content, go check it out. So I just want to say thank you to everybody for watching this video. Take care of each other, and be happy, healthy, and safe. And I'll catch you on the next video. Later.